Where did you?
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Jaclyn Marshall. Welcome. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome as well. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button at the bottom and make sure you're clicking the bell so when I'm uploading on YouTube, you are notified. Yeah, I'm still trying to get used to this camera, y'all. I'm still trying to get used to it. But bear with me. We gonna get to it. We gonna get used to it. We just gonna work with it. So today, I am going to be giving you guys another makeup review. Yes, I'm trying to get through these makeup reviews that I am so far behind on my brand new camera. So let's go ahead and get started. I have a lot of random makeup. I've been testing this makeup for quite some time now, but I've decided to go ahead and bring you guys this makeup review that is long overdue. And some of this makeup, it's been out for quite some time. I'm just now bringing the video for you guys. So let's go ahead and get started with this makeup review. This makeup review does feature a little bit of, it's mostly drugstore. I have maybe one high-end product. Everything else is drugstore. So let's go ahead and get started with this makeup review. The first product for primer. This is a retest on the primer. I tested this primer out when I did my initial review on it, my Maybelline makeup review. I'm bringing this back. This is from Maybelline. This is their Fit Me Matte and Poreless Face Primer. Here it is. I'm bringing this back for you guys. Okay, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna do this. I've been testing it out, and I'm gonna say this. I do have some final thoughts on it. As you hear my daughter laughing like the Joker. All right, so here's my final thoughts on it, because this was in my maybe stack. I'm okay with it. Now, could I see myself getting another one of these? No, I cannot see myself getting another one of these. Maybelline has some other primers that are really, really good. I really do like. It's just that this particular primer, I'm not really a fan of. So yeah, so here you go. It does have a sticky consistency to it. It's pretty sticky. But overall, it's not a bad primer. It's not. Now, it did not go with the Fit Me Tinted Moisturizer. When I tried it with the Fit Me Tinted Moisturizer, it did not. It's like they did not work together. It kept separating every time I had this primer with that tinted moisturizer. It kept separating. So it did not work for me. So here it is. This is what it looks like. You can see. Yeah. Like I said, it's okay. It lasted on my face when I wore with my foundation from Vamp Cosmetics. It was okay. Like I said, would this be a primer I would buy again? No, it would not be. Foundation. This has been in my maybe stack for quite a while, so I decided to whip it back out because I saw one of my favorite YouTubers talk about this, and she really likes it. So I remember when I initially tested this out, I was like, it was in my maybe stack, so I decided to whip it back out. This is from Makeup Revolution. This is their foundation stick. Focus my best. I know this is gonna focus for me. Let's see. This is from Makeup Revolution. The shade number I have is F13. This is the shade number that I have. Okay, I have my final thoughts on this one. This is what it looks like. First of all, I didn't like the fact that, yeah, it's still soft from before. Even when I tried it out initially, it was like a little too soft for me. So this is the consistency of it. This is what it looks like. I don't think it's gonna work very well with this primer. Yeah, I'm not liking this foundation stick. And then as I keep using it, look at this. I don't know if y'all can see this. Look at this. No. 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 And then it's way too thick. This is what it ends up being like. No. This is just something. No. I can't. I can't get with it. I really, really can't. Y'all hear my daughter? My daughter is loud as the dickens. Do y'all hear me? She's loud. Here it is. This is what it looks like. I'm just not into this thick consistency. It's definitely bringing out my pores. When I retested this foundation stick out, oh my God, I looked so oily, and it was definitely thick. Y'all hear me? Look at this. I know the shading is off a little bit, but I can usually make the shading work. I can't do it this time. This is just way too thick, and I think I did too much because the consistency of this foundation stick is just too much. It really, really is. Look at this. And then, yeah, I definitely can tell I did too much. Yeah, I cannot get with this foundation stick. If I was a fan of the foundation stick, if I liked the consistency, if I liked how it applied, if I liked it, I would repurchase this in another shade. A little darker. I may need to go down like one shade. No. I can see my pores right here. I don't know if you can see. I can see my pores right here. It is accentuating any blemishes that I have. It is like really bringing it out. It is too thick. No. I just can't rock with it. And then it looks like it's separating. I wonder if it's the primer that's separating. I still don't like this thickness though. I just don't like the thickness of this foundation. I just can't. For concealer is new, and I've actually been bringing this to my other channel before, and I've been testing it out, and this is pretty good. This is from Makeup Revolution. This is their Conceal and Define Infinite Concealer. Here it is. What shade I got? I got a skin tone shade. I meant to get a lighter shade. I saw this at Target, I believe, a while back, and I've been had this, but I'm just now bringing it for you guys. Trying to get that focus for you guys. Focus. I think it's gonna focus, but it's a skin tone. I did a video on my other channel using this concealer, and I like it. Like I said, it is skin toned. I should have gone a couple of shades lighter. This is what it looks like. So I'm going to place it here. I usually don't do it like this, but because this is so horrible. See how skin tone it is? It's very skin tone. I think I'm only going to put it right here. I'm not going to do a reverse contour because, again, this foundation stick, it is way too thick. Pardon my daughter. She loud. She don't know what her inside voice is. She don't. So I am going to blend this out. I really like this concealer. This is very good. A very more of medium to full coverage concealer, and when I tell you just the concealer by itself was good, I really did like it. It set very, very well with powder. I really did like this concealer. didn't accentuate my lines or anything like that. And this was a very long lasting concealer. I just should have gotten a lighter shade. That's what I should have done, is just gotten a lighter shade. But we're gonna rock with it. We're gonna go ahead and rock with it, but that's what it looks like. See, this foundation stick, it is way too thick, and already my oils are popping out, and I don't like that at all. I'm looking, oh Lord. I look a hideous mess. I don't have any new setting powders for you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face. Alright guys, I just finished powdering my face, and the powder couldn't even help this foundation, y'all. It just could not help. This foundation is just way too thick, guys. It's way too thick. I just cannot. I can't get with it. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to bronzer. Bronzer is new to me. So what I did was I picked up a trial size of this. A lot of people stand by this bronzer. This is the only high-end bronzer that I did pick up. So I got a trial size, like I said. This is from Charlotte Tilbury. I got the mini size of her bronzer. I got the deep shade. This is what the little minis look like. You can get these little minis. I believe this was $20, I think. Or I think this was $20. But I did get shade number 4, which is the deep shade. Alright, so let me just go ahead and tell y'all what I think about this. I kind of see why everybody likes this powder. I kind of see why. This is a very pigmented powder. If I can open it. All right, this is what it looks like. Like I said, I got the mini of this. This is a very pigmented powder. It's not bad. I see why y'all like this little powder here. I see why. Like, I can see anything in this little bitty old mirror. Let me get my big mirror out. Y'all see how loud my daughter? My daughter is loud. See how it looks, how it goes. This is pretty good. That's why I got the mini, because I didn't want to get the big one, spend all this kind of money, and then I don't like it. Because that's how I did the Laura Mercier setting powder. But since I like that setting powder, I got the medium deep shade, and I got the regular size, but I still have the translucent in the smaller size, the trial size. And I do plan on getting me another one, but in the regular size. So that's why I got this in the mini size. And I had to dig for this shade, because they didn't have many of this shade, but I got it number 4. This is not bad. This is not bad at all. Okay, so I did not have a new blush, so I've gone on and put blush on. So now we're going to move on to eyeshadow. Okay, this eyeshadow has been out for quite some time. I actually got this eyeshadow palette when it first came out. It's just taken me this long to bring the review for you guys. If you see me on my TikTok and on my other YouTube channel, I've already brought this eyeshadow palette to you guys, and I've done a couple of looks with this eyeshadow palette. I'm just now bringing you the review for it. So if you've already seen me do looks with the palette, then you already know I like the palette. So I am talking about the Jaclyn Hill collab with Morphe. This was her Divine Neutrals eyeshadow palette. I've had this palette for quite some time, and I'm just now bringing the review for you guys. But again, I've already done makeup looks, and if you saw my 7 days of makeup looks on my other channel, this was the palette I featured. So again, I've worn this palette quite a bit, and a lot of people like it. You had some that did not like the palette, Jaclyn Hill, but this palette is not a bad palette. I'm going to say that. It's not bad. Now that other palette she got, it's alright. It doesn't wow me. I'm going to say that. It just doesn't wow me. So I am going to go in. So if you're not familiar with the palette, this is what the palette looks like. Ooh, bring it down some. This is what the palette looks like. I keep this protective covering over it. Okay, if you guys can see, but this is what the palette looks like. As you can see, I have worn some of the shades. in this palette, you can tell. Let's see. We're gonna go pretty simple. I mainly stay in these areas right here. This is usually where I stay. So on my crease, why not? I'm gonna go with what I know that is safe. So in my crease area, I'm gonna put this shade on. So that's what we're gonna put in my crease. It's the brush I'm using. This is a Real Technique brush. There we go. This is a very good everyday eyeshadow palette. This is a very neutral eyeshadow palette. I was a little afraid if this was going to even show up on my dark skin, and it did. It showed up. And I want to say this palette, when I got it, I believe it was $18. But again, I have had this palette since it first came out. So that's what it looks like. On my lid, I am going to go in with this shimmer shade right here. This is usually a shade I've been going with, so I'm going to go in with that shimmer shade. I'm going to put that on my lid. Okay, so that's what it looks like. This is very, very subtle. Very, very good for work. I've liked it for work. It has brought compliments. People have talked about it. So I like the eyeshadow palette. It's not a bad eyeshadow palette. Now, a couple of colors can be a little more pigmented, but for the most part, I like it. I really do like it. Next is setting spray. I've been wearing this setting spray, or I should say testing this setting spray for quite some time. This is from Makeup Revolution. This is their Mattifying Oil Control Fixing Spray. I've never tried any of their setting sprays before, so when I got the concealer, I also picked this up as well. This is not a bad setting spray. The mister is pretty good. It's a little intense. I would say this. It's a little intense. I'm just letting you know it's a little intense. Because it feels like I'm going to drown. Does have a slight scent to it. So if you're not if you're a person that does not care for scent too much, you may not like this. The scent is mainly like an alcohol scent. Didn't burn my skin, didn't irritate my skin at all. It did leave my makeup matte and it lasted all day. The alcohol scent you can do something with that, but for the most part, it did last on my skin. Didn't make my makeup run or anything like that. So this was a pretty good setting spray. The mascara is a retest. I had this a while back and I would put it in my maybe stack because I wasn't sure how I felt about it, so I decided to bring this back out again. This is from Believe Beauty. Believe Beauty is a brand you can find at your local Dollar General. I'm retesting out their mascara again. Wasn't too big of a fan with the mascara, so we're gonna try it out again. Okay. It is somewhat volumizing. Okay, these are bringing some lift. Okay, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? I don't know. It's giving me some lift. It's not giving me a lot of lift. I don't think. But this eye has lift. This one, it's okay. But I get another one. No. So it's okay. It's giving me some lift. It is definitely giving me some, not the lift that I'm expecting. Last but not least is lips. So for lips, I am trying out, this is from Fenty Beauty. This is the Heat Lip Gloss. This is the plumping gloss. So I have this, so I'm going to put this on. Believe I did the review for this. I believe I did. But this is pretty intense. It does give a little bit of a color. I'm trying to remember when I did the review on this. I don't remember. So at first I didn't feel it, but then all of a sudden when I did feel the plumping sensation, I was like, oh, okay. But then it went away pretty quickly. So now, like right now, I'm feeling it right now. But this is not bad. This is not bad at all. I believe that's what I said the last time when I reviewed this. Like I said, it's been a minute and I'm trying to remember what I said. I don't even remember, y'all. So we're going to go back through this makeup look. This, yeah, we finna talk about this makeup. Yeah, we're going to talk about this makeup. The setting spray from Makeup Revolution, the Mattifying Oil Control Setting Spray. This will be going into my everyday stack. The Jaclyn Hill Divine Neutrals eyeshadow palette with Morphe. This eyeshadow palette, very, very subtle. Expected a little more pigment in a few of them, but for me, for work, for what I do, this is a great eyeshadow palette for everyday work life. If you work in an office setting like I do, this is a great eyeshadow palette for you. This eyeshadow palette will go into my everyday stack. The Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. I got the mini of this because I wanted to try it out just to see if it would be okay. So I like it. I really do. This will go into my everyday stack. Believe Beauty mascara. It's not really giving me the lift that I was looking for. It's giving me some lift. It's not giving me a bunch of lift. However, I will go ahead and put this mascara into my everyday stack. Foundation stick from Makeup Revolution. This was a retest. This is a definite makeup no-no. This is actually going in the garbage after this video. This is way too soft. I don't like how it dispenses in the package. It is accentuating my pores like crazy. It is way too thick. I mean, literally any bump, any blemish, any whatever on my face, this foundation stick is bringing it out, and it's like it melts it. And that's what I said in my initial review of this. This was way too soft, felt like it was melting. And again, it's too, look at it, it's too thick. See, it is way too thick. I don't like this consistency of this foundation stick. This is a definite makeup no-no. The Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Face Primer. I will go ahead and put this primer into my everyday stack. Would this be a repurchase? The answer is no. I'm just wanting to finish this up. The consistency is not really there for me. I'm not seeing it being matte and poreless. I'm seeing it more illuminating, and it's bringing out my pores. But for the most part, this would not be a repurchase. I will go ahead and finish this out, but I would not get another one of these. That is it with my makeup review of mostly Makeup Revolution. Got a little Charlotte Tilbury in here, and got a little, just mostly drugstore items and products that I was testing out again. So yeah, I have some more makeup reviews that I am trying to get through. Plus I got the Cookies and Cream collection from e.l.f. So I do have an updated e.l.f. makeup review for you guys. And I believe I have some random makeup, and I am planning my YouTuber's favorite makeup 2022 edition. So I already have some products already here for that makeup review, so stay tuned for that. So with that being said, this is Venetia Alexander Marshall. Oh, have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.